players out on the pitch here for Barça versus Girona. Fans ready in the stadium. It's one of those great Catalan derbies that you don't want to miss at the Estadi Olímpic Luis Companys. Barça with several injuries. Girona likewise. Hansi Flick and Michel have plenty to deal with this afternoon. But Lamine Yamal is back in the starting 11. That's great news for Barça, of course, who come off the back of those defeats to Sevilla and PSG. Girona having a difficult start to the season themselves, but they will be hopeful they can surprise a few here and get something out of this game. Rather overcast day here in Barcelona. Delighted to say I'm joined by Robert van Ekalt on the commentary. Robert, this is a big game for Barça, I feel, as we're just approaching kickoff now for everyone watching along. Need to get back to winning ways.
Big game indeed, a Catalan derby at Montjuic, and Barca looking to get back on the winning track after losing the 2 previous games to the international break against PSG and Sevilla. We want good sensations today, in spite of the injuries, in spite of the absences. We'll talk about Hansi Flick's lineup in just a second as we get it on the screen right now. So Pablo, why don't we go through it?
Barca team by Hansi Flick. Szczesny starts in goal, back 4 of Balde, Cubarsí, Eric Garcia and Koundé. Across the midfield 3, Pedri, Casado and Frenkie de Jong. And Lamine Yamal, Marcus Rashford are joined by Toni Fernandez for his first start as a Barca player. His first minutes in the league too. He did play in the Cup against Barbastro, but a big call there from Hansi Flick to include him in the starting lineup today.
Frenkie de Jong, the captain, and yes, I agree, it's going to be an interesting front line with Marcus Rashford as the number 9. We'll see if positional, we'll see if there's a lot of movement in there, we'll see how many deep runs he can make, making the most of his speed. It'll be interesting to see how he combines with Lamine Yamal and Toni Fernandez. Let's talk about Girona for a second.
Well, Girona also struck by injuries, that's for sure. Gazzaniga starts in goal, Rincon, Reis, Blind and Alex Moreno across the back 4. It could change to a back 5, but maybe for now. Bryan Gil and Joel Roca on the wings, Axel Witsel and Arnau Martinez in the middle, and Porto is going to be up front with Banat. So several injuries for Girona too, also a side certainly struck by problems themselves, as we have this support here, Robert, for the floods that have been happening recently.
Yeah, the terrible floods in Terres de l'Ebre, and the support from Barça and Girona, all those areas that were quite devastated by those floods. I want to remind everyone and thank everyone who's watching us here on YouTube as well, that they can become new YouTube premium members. I'll go over some new members in a second, because we have quite a few new ones as well. A lot of perks, a lot of advantages. There's a lot of early access to new content and to exclusive content if you become a YouTube member. So be sure to do that. Today, exciting game, a debut mark for Toni Fernandez. A special game also for Frenkie de Jong, the first one after renewing his contract. We saw that this week. Good news for Barca, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful news, I think, to see Hansi Flick and keep such a vital player in his team, and Frenkie de Jong renew him for 3 more years until 2029. And it was a nice act too there to see him. He was so joyful too, and I think he's been such a big player under Hansi Flick. As we are getting underway here for this game between Barça and Girona. The first whistle has been blown, Robert.
First whistle has been blown, and the players coming to a halt for the first 30 seconds of this game. This is a protest by the Spanish Association of Football Players. Protest against that game against Villarreal in Miami. It's going to happen in every game in this match day 9. The game is underway now, and Barca will play from behind. Yeah,
just a short pause there as Szczesny gets us back underway then, and Barca here kicking from left to right in this first half. We are hoping for 3 points in this clash, of course, and I'm sure all the fans watching on too in the live chat will be looking for the points too. Hopefully a good atmosphere inside Montjuic here too today. The Catalan derby, always exciting. We didn't get many of them, of course, as we saw in the quiz from Marc in the preview, between Barça and Girona at least.
Yeah, no, exactly. Girona only got promoted into the first division back in 2017. Mixed results for them in these seasons that they've been in the first division. Of course, the highlight was a couple of seasons back, 23-24, when they qualified for the Champions League, that magical season that they've had. bit of downfall since. They've had a bit of a struggle, a lot of injuries as well at the beginning of this season, and we'll see how they set up against Barca, as Frankie de Jong was looking to make a run in there. A couple of interesting things that I want to talk about. One, at the back, Cubarsí on the right, which is something we hadn't seen, I believe, this season. Eric Garcia starting on the left, Pau Cubarsí in his more natural right centre-back position. I also want to remind the fans, and they can see it already, that in the live chat we have a poll. Who will score the first goal of the match? Will it be Lamine Yamal? Will it be Rashford? Will it be the debutant? Will it be Toni Fernandez? That is going to be my vote. I'm going for a debut goal.
Go on, I like that, Roland. Be brave. Yeah, go for Toni Fernandez. I like that. And I'm just looking early on here to see the position that Tony's taking up. He's playing quite centrally, and he's interchanging with Rashford a lot. Yeah. Get the feeling that could be the case throughout this game, and I think Balde will try and gobble up a lot of the space on that left-hand side, which will also be exciting for Barca, who've drawn an early free kick here deep inside the Girona half, trying to put pressure early on Gazzaniga's goal. It was Brian Gil who was tracking back there, and he just caught Balde. He was also suffering with an injury in recent games. He came on at half-time against Sevilla. This is his first start back after he also came on against PSG. Good for Barca to have him back in the ranks as Rashford setting up this free kick here.
Marcus Rashford, the player with the most assists this season. He can whip it in.
So then, first chance here for Barcelona. Marcus Rashford over the free kick. In by the Englishman. Up go the heads and beat it away by Gazzaniga at the front post.
Punches. Or fists out there by Gazzaniga, and Barca will keep attacking. Here's Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal now, well, we're hoping he can dazzle today, Robert. Here comes Lamine. Stands up his man, still Lamine Yamal, and he just got a bit too much on that to the byline. Trickles out for a goal kick. So early positive start from Barca, who are trying to put Girona on the back foot. As you would expect, I mean, you made the comment, Robert, that Girona will try and have a good amount of the ball themselves, but hey, to start off, it's been Barca who've had a lot of the ball in the opening exchanges here, but there you go, Girona trying to play out the back themselves, and
they will do that. They will do that with Michel. That will be their idea now. Gazzaniga playing it long straight to the feet of Szczęsny. Right, Toni Fernandez only has 4% of the votes for first scorer on the poll on the live chat, and I find that disgraceful. I'm sorry. What is wrong with you guys? Come on, trust the debutant. Marc Brau, you're at the stadium. Let us know what's the atmosphere like. Who do you think will be the first scorer of the game?
Oh, brilliant from Lamine. Brilliant from Lamine Yamal. Still Lamine, and he puts it just wide of the post. Marc, sorry. Yeah.
Yep. Well, the fans upping the volume there, and Barca moving the ball. First touch there, beautiful.
Yeah, you know what's also quite interesting, Robert and Marc? Look at Toni Fernandez's position. He's almost playing as the false nine, and Rashford is playing off the left, just to start with. And I think you're right, Marc. They're going to interchange all of them, De Jong, Castelló, Pedri, but also Toni Fernandez and Rashford. There's going to be a lot of interchanging, I think, today between all the players.
You know what I'm going to do here, Pablo? I'm going to correct the graphic. I mean, let's try and be loyal to what's happening. Marc, sorry, you were trying to say something.
Well, watch out here, because Pedri is coming forward, just delays his shot instead. Finds Lamine Yamal, who just delays. Marc, back to you in a minute, because here's Toni Fernandez. Couldn't quite find Alejandro Balde waiting with the ball. Marc.
Right, well, Mark, I have a question for you and for our audience as well. What will the key of the game be? The reaction after the international break? Coping without the international players, or without the injured players, rather? Or a dominant early start, which is what we're seeing right now? It's disappeared.
This is Pedri dancing forward. Maybe more on that in just a moment, because here come Barca, Robert, with Tony Fernandez, now Frenkie de Jong. This is Rashford. Now let's try with Raul.
Mark, I was asking you and our fans as well, what do you think the key of the game will be? Will it be the reaction after the international break, how Barca react after the international break, coping without the injured players, or having a dominant early start, which we're seeing from Barca? We need it translated into chances, but we're seeing Barca dominate early. Pablo?
I'm going to go for the reaction, you know, Robert. I think we need a reaction today. I think Flick said it. He said he didn't like the attitude of his players. I think he said it to Mark actually, or in the pre-match interview. He didn't like the attitude of his players against Sevilla. So I think he needs a reaction for them today. And almost barring into that second point about without so many key players, reaction is going to be even more important. So I'm actually going to go for a reaction from the team. What are you thinking, Robert?
I'm thinking reaction after the international break as well. Barca had a subpar 60 minutes against PSG. They ran out of steam against Sevilla, were completely outplayed. Although the story of the game could have been different, because we did have that penalty, which would have made it 2-2, and then it would have been Barca going gung-ho at the end, trying to create chances. So we could have been talking about a different outcome as Lamine Yamal puts a cross inside. Ultimately, the result was what it was, and Barca, I thought, were outplayed in that game against Sevilla. So good reflection of what the game was.
Have to agree with you. Well, 10 minutes played here. Barca have had almost all of the ball. Girona have barely got out of their own half, as Rashford is just dispossessed there on the far side, and he ends up conceding a throw. And I mean, early on, Girona have not really been able to get out. We can see Flick there on your screens, just pensive on the touchline, alongside Mitchell there too in the background. Both coaches watching on. Important moments for both of their teams, I think, Robert, all things considered. I mean, Flick will want the reaction, and Barca with a win can momentarily go back top of La Liga, of course. But Girona sort of flirting with the relegation zone, and this is just as vital for them. You know, I know these are the games that teams around the bottom end of the table won't be looking at and going, we need points in these sorts of fixtures. They'll need them against teams who are closer to them. But in a Catalan derby, you never know.
Right, well, the results of the poll are in. The first score of the match, Lamine Yamal gets 71% of the votes. Rashford gets 25%. Tony Fernandez just 4%. I insist. What is wrong with you people?
4%.
4%. Poor Tony.
Come on. And that was just you.
That was just me. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well,
here comes Pedri. Nice switch wide to Rashford. Overlap is being provided by Balde. Doesn't use him, Rashford. Cuts inside to Castelló. You can see early on here that it is Barca trying to break down quite a low Girona block, I must say, early on. They're going to need a bit of magic. You'd feel Pedri could be the man to provide it. Koundé's won that back part of the field. This is Lamine Yamal. Can he produce some early magic?
Do it.
Lamine Yamal blocked away. I think Victor Reis got in the end of it.
Well, we're seeing on our screens right now, Pablo, 85% possession for Barca.
Yeah. Do you remember the home game against Real Sociedad as well, Robert?
Yeah.
We had an unbelievable amount of the ball in that.
But struggled to create opportunities.
Exactly, and it can often be the case when you have too much possession. You actually want it to be a bit more end-to-end, a bit more open, and you've got to be careful if you just aimlessly, well, not aimlessly so far, I don't think, but in general, you've got to be careful if you're just having possession for possession's sake. What's been interesting too is Pedri, Castelló, De Jong, almost like in a flat 3 in midfield. It's almost like no one's quite threatening to go in the number 10 yet.
That was a nice little switch which can free up things on the right flank. It's a 2-on-1 on Lamine Yamal, who drops it off to Koundé.
For De Jong, Koundé. Good feet from Koundé,
Ooh,
lovely
nice.
skill. Now Pedri delays his run, thinks about putting it in the box, instead lays off Lamine Yamal. Come on, Barca. This could be the goal. It's Pedri. Can he get his shot away? Pedri, brilliant skill. Oh, he's done it! What a goal by Pedri!
Oh, Pedri! With the left foot, Pedri!
Unbelievable opening goal for Barca against Girona, who strike first here. It was like time stood still, but Pedri didn't care. He got the opening goal, and Barca have lift off at Montjuic. Goal!
Vamos, Pedri. Down low, hit the post, perfectly accurate. That shot by Pedri, and just a fantastic effort.
Well, I'll tell you what, Robert, the skill from Koundé beforehand too. It was just dancing away from his players, and when it fell to Pedri in the box here, I mean, it looked as though he would never get it through from there, almost like a training match. As he was playing in the garden with some kids, and he just finds the bottom corner with such precision. It's a wonderful opening goal.
It's a Messi-like finish, that.
It is. Passed it in.
Pedri going from right to left, driving along the box, skipping past defenders, looking for the opening, and he just passes it into the back of the net. Pedri with the opener, and he scored already against Girona. Marc, he gives Barca the first goal today. Important to take the lead early in this game, and it's a fantastic effort by Pedri, just very nonchalant, just
I'm
gliding inside the box.
I'm so pleased for him too, Robert. I think he's been playing a step above. He really has, I think, in the last few weeks, above above Barca players, above everyone on the pitch, and just watching him play is such a joy, honestly. So I'm delighted for Pedri. I mean, I think he often doesn't get spoken about in conversations he should be spoken about because he maybe doesn't get the goals. When he does score, though, I mean, he can often score some screamers, by the way, some lovely goals. The one against Levante this season, I'm thinking about the one in the Copa del Rey final last season. What a goal that was. And that one today, I mean, yeah, Messi is the word. We don't often say it, but the way he just was gliding through there was incredible. And Lamine's taken an assist for that too, by the way, in and amongst all of that.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Marc, this Pedri goal is almost, I'm thinking of a Messi goal in the 2010-2011 season against Real Sociedad, is it? Maybe. Yeah. There's one or two times Messi did that. Ooh. And yeah, that's the one. There we go. Barca have the lead. It's 1-0. It's all going well at the Montjuic Stadium. Hansi Flick has to be pleased with the start of his team, Pablo.
Yeah, he must be. I mean, I think this is exactly what he asked for. I mean, you said it in just a few moments ago that Barca need an early dominant start. That's exactly what they've got. I mean, they've not let Girona out. Girona have not had the ball in a half, not had any solidarity with the ball at all so far. So it's been perfect in that regard for Barcelona, who've just been tapping things around. And we mentioned that you've got to be careful when it's a team who are so camped in their own half, not to overcomplicate things, not to overcook things, but that's exactly what Gazaniga's nearly doing with the ball at his feet, and not for the first time this season either for Girona. But to get that early goal is vital, because immediately now Girona know they can't really do that all game unless they want to just take a defeat. So now they're going to have to come out a bit, as they are doing here, which will give us something to think about ourselves on the back foot. As here they come with Joel Roca down the left-hand side. He's got Alex Moreno providing support. Still Joel Roca. It's going to go over the top of everyone. Retrieved on this far side, though, from a Girona perspective. So still danger for Barça at the back. Being gone now, just lays the ball off. They're trying to stand up his man. He can't quite do so, but he does in the end recover. And it's getting out for the first corner of the game to Girona.
Well, Girona trying to react here. Hansi Flick heading back into his bench position. And Bryan Gil will be the one in charge of putting the ball in. One of the late signings for Girona returning. But deal didn't get done until late in the transfer market with Bryan Gil.
He's a gifted player, Bryan Gil, and he was very highly touted not long ago. That's a good corner for him. Rashford is using his height there to steer things clear. And Lamine Yamal's got a bit of defending field, which he does very well indeed. We like that from Lamine Yamal, getting stuck in there on his return. Well in, and he stops Joel Roca from progressing with the ball. Good challenge, clean as well from Lamine.
I'd love to see Lamine in defensive mode as well. Although, of course, we'd much rather see him display his skills on the ball. Right, guys, I think you showed us the reaction of Hansi Flick to the first goal, but can we see it again? Can we see that Hansi Flick reaction and see from 1 to 10 how pleased we think he was, if we can see that reaction again? Si podem veure la reacció de Flick de nou del primer gol. Careful here.
In the meantime, here comes Joel Roca. Danger here for Barça at the back, but Casalot sees to it.
There's the Flick reaction. Look at it.
Delighted.
Ecstatic.
Absolutely delighted, yeah. He will be, and there's no surprise about that. You know, there really isn't, because, as we were saying, he'll know how vitally important this is. So, Hansi Flick there. First Barca goal on the bag. We only played 20 minutes here at Montjuic as Porto whips in the resulting corner away by Eric Garcia. A bit of tossing on the edge of the area. The bicycle kick is in. What an unbelievable equaliser for Girona.
Witsel.
And it's Axel Witsel. Barca 1, Girona 1. Robert, I can't quite believe what I've just seen there. Out of nothing, Girona level.
I was just going to say, Girona, since conceding, have made a push here. They were going forward. They were in dangerous spots for Barca, and I mean, you couldn't expect this to happen. Axel Witsel with a bicycle kick inside the box off of a second chance on a corner. I want to see it again, because it's one of the goals of the league, no doubt. I'm not sure what you do with that.
Wow, I mean, he comes through here, he's onside, this is going to stand. Witsel, you can see him there. I mean, what an attempt. I almost felt in live time as if it was slowly creeping into the corner, and then Chesney, no chance to him. He couldn't get there. He couldn't get over to his far post, and it is placed to perfection, and that is, well, it's quite gutting for Barca, because we all feel that we defended that situation. There wasn't really any danger, and straight back in, and Girona are level out of absolutely nothing. You're quite right, they did start to come out a bit more after the goal. And well, there you have it, they've got their goal. So Barca 1, Girona 1, Axel Witsel, he'll take that. And now Barca have got to go again. A huge goal on the road for Girona.
Well, it's back to the starting point for Barça, Marc. them and period, right? I mean, it's got to be in contention for one of the best goals of the season so far, at least.
It'll be there at the end of the season, I think, 100%. Yeah, definitely a blow for Barca, but I think Mark's right. We just got to get back to the way we were playing, not long ago. Get Girona back on the back foot. What I will say is that goal has given them a little bit of confidence. You can see the way they're playing with the ball, just intercepted now by Koundé, but there again, one back, and well, here they come through the middle. Big chance this maybe for two, is it? It's Vanat who's clean through. Big save by Szczesny, and the Koubarsi gets in the way. That's a big save by Szczesny. We'll take that all day long.
Yes, Tech. Oh, we could say so. Stayed on his feet, and yeah, fantastic save on the one-on-one by Tech there, who wasn't able to do much with the equalizer. And there, Girona giving Barca yet another warning.
I thought it was offside, and I've timed it, but it wasn't. Flag stayed down, that would have counted. He was clean through there, Vanat, and what a vital save by Szczesny, who out of nothing has been called into action here. It was looking like it might be at one point a few moments ago, maybe a routine day at the office for Barca, but not to be the case at all. Girona have come roaring back, and I think that goal and certainly the chance they've had there will give them a bit of confidence to push on here. Barca have just got to get back to taking care of the ball, controlling things, and pinning Girona back in their own half. That's a nice ball by Koubarsi into Pedri. Yeah, loses control of it. Nice skill. Now they're in again. Porto's clean through, and Girona are in here.
In trouble.
For two, it's Porto. He's missed. He's hit the post.
Eric did just enough to get in there,
risky.
Not commit the penalty. Very risky. Brilliantly calculated by Eric. That it felt like it was a clear one-on-one for Porto, who's a very speedy player as well. Eric did fantastically to recover, and he did just enough to nudge Porto, who never claimed there was a penalty, so there's nothing there. And Barca let off the hook once again.
Well, I can't believe what I'm watching it. All of a sudden this game has come to life. I must say, the goal from Girona and then the two chances they've had there in quick succession. I mean, my God, they're gilt-edged chances. Both of them, they really are. That second one from Porto, I think even more so, because he had the time. You're quite right in saying Eric Garcia got back in there to put him off, but
I think right now Girona have had the clearer chances than Barca. To be 100% honest here, Barca have had more of the ball, but in a 5-minute stretch, Girona have turned things around here. Let's see if Barca can get back.
Nearly from Casalot. It might well fall through to Rashford, though, trying to sneak in there. They're combining well, though, Girona. They're playing off Porto and Vanat really well, and they're getting in behind Barca. Here's a good example. Brilliant. Bang on halfway line. He was onside anyway because Eric Garcia was behind him. He did get back in there well. Underrated. He's quick, Eric Garcia.
And I mean, it's very easy to commit a penalty there.
Does Szczesny get a
glove on that? I don't know if he gets his fingertips to it. We'll see it here. Oh, he does. Yeah, it's a save. It's a save. Yeah.
Wow.
Between Tech and Eric, because Eric does enough to make it uncomfortable for Porto, but I think Tech gets his thumb to it from what we saw right now in the slow-mo replay.
By the way, two big saves from Tech.
There we go. Right. See if we can regather, recompose here.
This is Koubarsi for Barca. Can he step into possession here? Koubarsi going all the way. Still Koubarsi. He now finds Tony Fernandez. De Jong!
Hey, Gazzaniga with a save.
Gazzaniga. I thought that was it, Robert, and what a goal it would have been too, by the way. I thought that was going to fall to Tony, though. But De Jong came in, and it was rightly so. Rightly so he came in, but...
I say shoot, Kuba.
He tried to pass it into the corner. Nearly on renewal, De Jong. Super save by Gazzaniga. The goalkeepers are stealing the show so far.
Right, corner kick, Barca. Lamine Yamal will play it in.
Lamine short. Pedri. Lamine again. It's blocked away at the first man. Pedri's got to retrieve that. Robert, so nearly Barca back in front.
No. Absurd, yeah.
Casalot. Pedri wide again to Koundé. Barca always trying to threaten on the right hand side where Lamine is. They might switch things over now though, because space is appearing further on the left. They do stick with the right, and Lamine Yamal. Lamine Martins comes inside to Salot. Girona back penned in their own half and deep in it too, but the space has appeared on the width for Barca with Koundé, who's kept it in and just got away from him. Frustrating.
Right, Pablo, making the most of this stoppage,
Yes.
I think I need to go over new members, because we have new members on Barca's YouTube community, new premium members. Some have signed up for the basic pack as well. So, guys, if we can get the new members logos trickling down our screens, the Nos Members, we'll go over. If we can get the L'Escut al Pit as well, we'll do that. We might have to interrupt because Toni Fernandez won it back.
Toni over to Lamine. Maybe we'll see the members with a goal. It's Lamine Yamal who steps past one. Still Lamine. Back to Toni. Quick feet this from Barca. And, well, it's so congested in there. And Girona survive.
Right, well, I'll go over the list anyway. New premium members for Barca when Barca finish attacking.
Which is almost never right now, Robert. Here comes Balde. It's relentless from the anti-fix team. Balde. Back to Pedri. Oh, look at the run De Jong made. Get the feeling in that role he's in today. He might make a few of those. Rashford.
That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul, Mark.
I'll take that. Yep. that was way further out. Yeah. Yes, of course I do, Marca. Of course. Yep. Yep.
Right, free kick Barca. Would it be the first free kick, Pablo?
Here we go, Marcus Rashford.
First free kick goal.
Yeah. Could be a special moment, this Rashford. He's on good form for Barca. He steps up, shoots. Rashford!
Oi!
He's hit the crossbar. I thought that was it, Robert.
Oh, so close, Marcus.
Lamine now. Can Barca still finish off this attack with Pedri? Look who's in the back post. It's Rashford, and he can't get it back in. Oh my God, that was surely the moment.
So close. So close. Rashford hit the crossbar. Right, let's read out new members on Barca's YouTube channel. New premium members: Jardel Fernandez, Bram, Matias Dieter, José Luis Gómez Corchero, Ryuten, Christian Dacuna, Vichalini Sher, Jordi Petit, former colleague of us.
Hey, Jordi Petit.
Shout out Jordi Petit, new premium member. Ling Yuejong, Elbrax, Hisham Barca, EA Nikon, Cyrus Latunje, and JB $10. Shout out to all of you. Thank you for becoming premium members. Also signing up with the basic pack: Jordi TV, Pichon, Wolf Hendrik Butke, Shohei Kato, Adam Lavaran, Elias, Mercier Sajak, Irvin Mota, Hesap, Michal Zurko, Sushada Shrishai, and Sufio. So thank you all for signing up, for becoming new members of Barca's YouTube community. And shout out to all of you, and raise your hand on the live chat if I just shouted out your name and you're pleased about that.
I was going to say, get involved in the chat, guys. Since you now have chat privileges, welcome and get involved. Play along with the questions and enjoy this Barca Live, which Lamine Yamal is giving us something to shout about here. And very nearly gets it through, but you don't get it clear. Lamine just starting to warm up. I feel he's linking up nicely with Toni, driving inside from the right hand side, and it's good to see.
Well, both teams have come very close to taking the lead. Both teams have hit the woodwork. Porto and Rashford. We're seeing now that Pedri finish is just delightful.
That's an unbelievable goal. It really is. It's one you could watch all day. I mean, look at the way it trickles into the corner. I think Gazzaniga knew it, and Flick absolutely loved it. I mean, he will see that in training several times a day, I'm sure, but when you see it in a game, it's always a different sort of delight. So that was the moment that Barca thought was going to put them into a nice day at the office here. Girona have made sure that isn't the case. A Witsel overhead kick and, well, several chances clean through on goal that Wojtek Szczesny's had to deny them on a few occasions of. And, well, Barca themselves have come close too. De Jong denied by Gazzaniga from close range. And then Rashford is at the crossbar. So in the opening 32 minutes here in this Catalan derby, plenty to talk about, and maybe more here because Girona are clean through yet again. And the pass across the face of goal was poorly executed. It was offside anyway, and Barca survived the latest scare. Well, we'll have a look again here.
Very close. Van Aert was off.
He was just off. He was off, and you could see he was tempted to play it across the face of goal. I wonder whether he was actually better off going alone, but in the end, Barca get away with things, and now Casador can progress from the back. Casador wide to Barca. This is Koundé. Now to Catalan centre-back. Wide for another one in Eric Garcia, who's driving up on the left-hand flank here. He's got Balde, who's almost playing as a left winger with Rashford coming inside. Eric again. See, lots of possession again for Barca, but Girona are playing it well themselves. They're setting in their own half, but they're also, when needs be, coming out themselves and causing issues. This is Pedri. Now, Barca, back to Pedri again. You can see Flick there watching on in eager anticipation. What a run by Pedri.
Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Pedri, and it doesn't quite come through to the Young. Now Casador again. Balde. Casador. Been so intricate around the penalty area, Barca. I have been impressed with that so far today. Lamine Yamal. Inside to Koundé. Lamine, one of those typical outside of the boot balls, but Girona get it clear for now. Eric Garcia over the top.
Right, Pablo, I have a question for you. What will the score be at half-time? Will it still be 1-1? Will it be 2-1? Will it be even more optimistic? 3-1?
I'm going to go 2-1, Robert. Go on. I'm going to go. I nearly went 3-0 because I could see this be one of those games that we get one and then we just get another. But I'm going to go for 2-1.
A bang-bang, eh?
Yeah.
I'll go bang-bang.
Okay, you go 3-1.
Bang-bang, 3-1. Mark, what will the score be at half-time? 1-1, 2-1 or 3-1? I think it's one of those in which, Girona have had their chances, and I hope they will come to dread the fact that they didn't score them.
Yeah, which can often be the case against a team like Barca. You can't really be affording to miss chances like you really can't. So there you go. Hopefully that is the case indeed. Here comes Rashford, peels away into a bit of space. Thought about letting a shot off. Now Pedri, Tony Fernandez, Rashford. It's all very intricate in there yet again. He's linked up well so far, Tony, really well.
Yeah.
Not an easy job as a false nine because he's having to play with his back to goal a lot and he's getting physical defenders pushing onto him as we just saw there. And he's linking up really nicely with Rashford, with De Jong, with Lamine.
And obviously he's not the most physical of players either. Now, was he being grabbed from behind by a Daily Blind or not? No call by the referee, then a foul called against Eddie Garcia, which frustrated the former Girona player Eddie Garcia as well.
Yeah, he had a lot of nice words to say actually recently, Eddie Garcia, about Mitchell and his time at Girona, which I think really did develop him as a player. I mean, he's almost like a guarantee in the Barca team right now, Eddie Garcia. He made a remarkable return, but again, Girona too easy for them to break away through the heart of the Barca team. Again, it's Koundé who
brilliant
watched
defending there.
Ever so well, didn't he? Quick feet. I mean, he showed quick feet ahead of the goal. He certainly did defensively there. That was wayward from Castle, kept in by Rashford. Credit to him. And you're quite right, Robert. Again,
it was a 3-on-2 though. It was a 3-on-2, and Barca were fortunate to get away with it.
They were, yeah. Girona, they're getting in behind.
They are.
Something for Barca to be wary about. So far, Koundé's managed to come back on a few occasions and sweep up the danger. Now, Frenkie de Jong. Inside to Cuba. See a nice ball forward from Cuba into Pedri. This is Balde. Can he take on his man? Alejandro Balde, 22 today. Cross the back.
There we go.
Surely Lamine Yamal. Oh, it didn't fall to him. Oh, that's all right. I thought I was going to come to him on a volley throw.
Corner kick. The cross was just short by Balde. It looked like it was floating in perfectly for Lamine Yamal there, but it dipped at the wrong time. And as the ball bounced off, Lamine had to wait for it. He was a bit on top of him, and then it allowed both Witsel and Alex Moreno to get right on top of Lamine Yamal.
It's a very good block. I was going on target from Lamine Yamal, who's, of course, on corner duty on this near side here. Lamine, what have you got for us? In goes the corner. It's a came for Girona ahead. So,
Another corner.
Corner on the other side. Rashford will take it.
It felt like one of those that Lamine was just going to be able to place in with the inside of his left boot there. Watch it drop and accommodate his body to do it, but yeah, the cross was just a little bit too short.
Yeah, it wasn't to be for Lamine. Barca building though. Rashford now over the subsequent corner. In by Rashford. Koundé's lurking. It's headed away at the front post. Back to Rashford. Barca dominating the last 8 minutes so here before half time. Another corner.
Barca pressing. Barca pressing. Smell it. Smell it coming.
We need the goal. We need the support from the fans. We need Amos. Can Koundé produce what he produced against Barcelona? In by De Jong. Away by Arnaud Martinez. Maybe Lamine will hit this one. Yes, he does.
Lamine.
Just one in the end from Lamine on the volley. You just knew he was going to hit it first time.
It hit with mighty force, eh?
Yeah. Oh, this is the goal again from Pedri. We're just seeing on our screens here. I mean,
it's just ridiculous.
it is. I mean,
the way he gets it back across.
I know, through the little gap that. When you're going across, he's sort of running across straight the area as well. He wasn't going in, he was going straight across and then just cut it back.
He cuts it back like across himself, really, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Sensational stuff by Pedri.
Who is back on the ball here for Barca. Pedri driving forward. He's got Tony Fernandez through the middle. And well, I think it's about something. And here comes Girona yet again. They're clean through on goal. Danger here. It's Bryan Gil. It's a huge miss for Girona. I cannot believe it from their point of view that they have missed, Robert, 3 gilt-edged chances since equalising.
They're going to be kicking themselves at half-time because, I mean, it's 1-1. They could easily have 3 goals right now. Porto hit the post on the one-on-one. Here, Bryan Gil, it's another clear one-on-one with Szczęsny, and he just misses the target.
I'll tell you what, there's no excuse for him. It's on his left foot. When I saw him running through,
the ball takes a weird bounce right before he finishes, right before he takes the shot, and that's what sends the ball high and wide.
And from there, you would back him to hit the target. You certainly would, but a big miss from Bryan Gil, and Barca survive yet another scare.
Pablo, we need the magic hands.
Yeah, You almost my headphones. You know this better than me. Though. Like, this is meant to bring us goals. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, previously on this Barca Live, when the hats have come on, in 2 consecutive games, within a minute, the goal happened.
The goals
within a minute.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to trust it, else I'm gonna be the issue myself.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm hoping it's not going to be within a minute that Girona score. Yes. Here they come again.
You really wouldn't. Here comes Joana Roca in behind. It's going to find its intended target. Alex Moreno, that went out of play. Surely, play on. And they missed again.
They've missed again. Witsel, the goal scorer, sent it wide. This game is going to be really hard to analyse. I'm not sure at all what's going on here.
I thought they'd score within a minute of me putting on that.
Yeah, but it feels... No, I don't think it had gone over.
I don't think it had. That would have counted.
I don't think it had gone over the line. Barca need to fix something here because we're too exposed. Yeah, we are too exposed. I mean, there's a level, isn't it, to the offside trap. It's worked so well for us, but when it's just time after time after time, it gets to a point where Hansi Flick or someone will have to put a stop to it and go, we need something else, and we need to protect ourselves a bit more. And with a midfield 3 of Casador, De Jong and Pedri on, we probably should be a bit more protected than usual as well, if you know what I mean. And well, they're getting through us with absolute ease so far, Michel's side. Absolute ease. Barca trying to play it long to Marcus Rashford, 41 minutes played. And Girona going forward, and every time they get a chance here.
Yeah, again and again and again. I mean, it's countless chances now. I make it 4 big chances since the goal, I really do. We're getting a glimpse of the Barca bench here, Robert, of which there are 2 youngsters on it for the first time in Xavi Esparza and Juan Hernandez. Flick will certainly be looking at players, I think, like Fermin, Bruni Bardaggi, who he'll be thinking can come on and maybe change this game at some point if needs be. He's got so many injuries to deal with, of course, that a lot of his usual suspects aren't there. And, of course, the 2 number 9s that Barca would usually have in their squad, both unavailable for now. That's to play, but it's not going to find De Jong.
Oh, careful here. Lamine Yamal could go from range now.
He could have, and he was
decided to go against.
He's the sort of player who would do that.
Yeah. He went against the idea. Scazzanico was scrambling to get back to his goal.
Kouassi. Wide for Balde. Come on, Barça. Is there a goal before the half-time whistle blows?
Yeah, there is.
Rashford. We've got the hats on. Pedri inside. Pedri. Oh, Tony Fernandez. This is Rashford who shoots deflection corner. Come on.
Corner goal before half-time, like against Real Sociedad.
Come on, yeah, that's what we need here. Again, Lamine he's gone over to take it. He takes it short to De Jong. Lamine again. Pedri. Lamine delays. Gets his cross in. Lamine, it's overhit and it goes out for a goal kick. I mean, what do you think Hansi Flick could be thinking? What would he be saying to his players here at half-time? Our screen's there.
Something needs to be corrected when Barca lose the ball. When Barca lose possession, Girona recover and immediately find the runner. Find someone who's made the run into space, be it Brian Gil, be it Porto, be it Van Aert in the first opportunity as well. And something needs to be adjusted there, because I agree with you, with the likes of Cazador, Frenkie and Pedri in midfield, we should be, one, more protective of the ball, and two, be able to press and just delete that that option that you don't have to run. Yeah. Let's see here, Lamine Yamal.
Can Lamine give Barca some magic before the half-time whistle? And quite right, Robert Flick will have to have some words with his team and have to change something, you'd imagine, in terms of the way this is setting up. It looks so good in the opening 20 minutes or so for Barca, but that's exactly when Witsel struck a bicycle kick that's put Girona right back into things here, and they've had probably the better chances before as we head into half-time. This is Balde.
Girona all bottled up at the back now.
They've done that so well. They've got all the players behind the ball, but then they actually break in good numbers too. Lamine, dink to the back post. Rashford's lurking, and it was well left in the end by Rincon, I think, who allowed that to go all the way. So there you go. Lamine, not quite coming off the him so far today, but he's got the ball on so many occasions that he's back him to get one of these right. As Rashford, he couldn't get around the back on that occasion. He's tried it from long range. He scored his first La Liga goal against Sevilla last time out. Of course, the goals he scored against Newcastle in the Champions League, we won't be forgetting the second one for quite some time, I don't think.
No. I want to say hi to Emilio Sarti, who signed up as a new member, signing up with the basic pack. So hi to Emilio. I want to encourage everyone to do what Pilita has just done. Give us the Barca flag emojis. Give us the Barca flag emojis, because we need support for our team right now. And Mark, it's raining at Montjuic. Mark, how much added time are we going to get? Careful. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we can hear it. We can hear it in the background. Yeah.
It's quite like it's like ASMR in my ear. The little the raindrops. Yeah. Here come Girona trying to grab one themselves before half-time. Casanol's got his boot in there. It's a clean boot too.
No.
According to the referee, it's not. There you go. So Casanol pouring down a little bit, by the way, in Barcelona. And look, I mean, wow.
Yeah, everyone running for cover.
We're seeing images here. I mean, it's tipping down.
It is. Yeah. Well, everyone hoping that it'll continue during half time, and then look at that.
But how well prepared with his umbrella, by the way.
Yeah,
he's a man prepared. He comes back and he takes the umbrella.
Well, I mean, that's what happens. It's tipping it down at Montjuic. Right, final seconds. Thank you, Gabriel Ange, for ascending to the premium pack. Thank you. Shout out to you.
Lovely. Long by Girona, who are trying to push one more time. Barca survived the free kick, by the way, quite comfortably that Girona had there in quite a good area. It is the away team who are pushing forward here for what's going to be the last action of the first half. Over Alex Moreno's cross, it's over almost everyone but Brian Hill, who missed a big chance a few moments ago. Hill now back to Arnaud Martinez. Should be a Barca ball. It is a Barca ball. They're not going to be able to break away.
No. Well, yeah, but it's the 47th minute and we're on our own half. Yeah. It's the 47th minute. It's the 47th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Yeah, absolutely mad. Half time between Barca and Girona. It's Barcelona 1, Girona 1. We'll be back for the second half commentary shortly. Girona players back out on the pitch now alongside those Barca players for the second half. We're going to have a change at half-time for the second half. Fermín López on, Toni Fernández off. That's the change then, Robert, for Barca, who are going to try and find a way to get themselves ahead in this game. Boy, have we missed Fermín López. Great to see him back out there. The man who salutes to us whenever he scores, and hopefully we get to see that celebration this afternoon. It's tipping it down now inside Montjuic, which is going to add something interesting for the second half. Let's see where Fermín goes. I get the feeling he may well go left and Rashford through the middle. That is indeed what has happened from Hansi Flick.
And we'll see how much movement there is there, how much interchanging positions. Fantastic news that at least one player is back, Fermín, as well as Lamine Yamal, of course, who missed the game against Sevilla. And we'll be happy to see players coming back more in the coming games. We'll see who's available for the Clásico next week as well. Let's go over Barca's lineup with that substitution. Szczesny in goal, Koundé, Cubarsí, Eric and Balde at the back. Cazador and Pedri in midfield, ahead of them Frenkie de Jong, although there's been a lot of moving around, a lot of switches in those positions. Lamine Yamal, Fermín and Rashford up front.
Yes, it's just reminding me we will start the clock.
Oh yes,
for the second half. Let's get the clock going for the second 45 minutes.
Okay.
As Eric Garcia tucks it off here to Cubarsí. This is Koundé now bursting into midfield, wide now again for Eric Garcia. Back now to Eric. Nice switch onto Lamine. You were speaking of at the half time to use Lamine Yamal more. That's hopefully what Barca will be doing here at the start of this second half. Cazador now back to Cubarsí. Over to Jules Koundé. Now Frenkie de Jong. What could Barca produce here? Let's see if the rain lets up, but let's see if Barca can dig themselves out a goal to start the second half. Just see some rays of sunshine creeping back in there, which is...
That's good news, no doubt.
Nice to see. Now Balde. Balde laid off for Fermín. Well, I'll tell you what, if there was any doubts, Rashford was playing off the left, of course, in the first half. He is now going to be that outright number 9 for this second, which is going to be a different sort of role for him, different sort of challenge for Rashford. Let's see what he can produce from that sort of position. Pedri over to take the corner with Lamine Yamal in close attendance too. In goes, Gazzaniga gets a punch on it. It's going to come all the way here to Rashford again. He's going to go out for a throw-in.
Well, we've corrected the clock on our screens after a little distraction
there.
And we're good with time. You know who the rays of sunshine are good news for?
Hit me.
Marc Brau.
Marc Brau will be delighted, won't he? Umbrella goes away. Fermín strikes. Easy for Gazzaniga, who goes low down to his right-hand side.
Mark, have we got any other players warming up in this second half? And has the rain stopped a little bit? Ooh.
Okay. Thank you very much, Marco. Here come Girona themselves trying to maybe open the account for the second half. Trying to be fixed onto Brian Hill. Again, I think it was Szczesny who got in there with a fine save, and Girona very nearly inside the opening 4 minutes of the second half. Striking first. Well, big chance there for the away team already, Robert. It's what we said we didn't really want to see, but immediately they get the chance.
Did Szczesny get a foot on it?
Oh, it's Koundé.
It's Koundé, okay.
I'll tell you, it's still tipping down, by the way. Koundé.
Koundé gets his foot to it, stretching out there. Corner kick, Girona, who are not going away.
No, they really aren't, and they will be, obviously, they've got a boost of confidence at half-time. Micho would have said, keep going, but often teams, when they miss chances... Come on, Brau. Yeah.
Very weird. Yeah.
It does look like weird weather conditions because we're seeing the close-ups, and it looks like it from far right. It looks like it's sunny, and the game has been quite weird too. I will say as well, Mike. Here come Girona once again, and it's going to go behind for a goal kick. Nothing doing there for the away team. But we're seeing in the close-ups, there's still so much rain coming down onto the pitch here, despite the fact that from afar it looks sunny. So yeah, you're quite right, Mike. Very interested in it. I'm sure the spectators are getting drenched up there too, which is obviously not what you want as a fan coming to watch a Barca game. Here is Kouassi now over to Eric. Barca still building up in that back three in possession, aren't they? With Koundé just tucking in. That's a nice ball forward to Fermin. He knows where the space is. It's always with Lamine Yamal, but it was way too overhit by Fermin. Girona will gladly regain possession here.
Well, I've got a question for the fans here. What does Barca need to do in the second half? Do we need to... Okay, thank you, Mark. What does Barca need to do in the second half? Correct the defensive transitions, which I think we all agree on. Use Lamine Yamal more. I pointed to that. We need Lamine more involved here, or more shots from outside the box. Test Gazzaniga a bit more, because he's been known to make one or two mistakes.
Yeah, he is. I mean, I'll be intrigued to see what the fans say to this, Robert. I really would in a moment, but I think from a defensive point of view or in general, we'll maybe see in a minute, because here comes Fermin, shoots. I think in general, I'd probably say, you know, correct the spaces as Fermin so nearly crept that in. Was that a corner? It must take a deflection on the way through. And off the post in the end. Well, have a look again. Oof. I look like it flicks through. It didn't. It's straight off the post and out. I'm going to go for correct the defensive transition. That's my main point that I think we need to deal with. I think going forward, if we're thinking positively and for ourselves, use Lamine Yamal more for me. I think is the player I'd look to. I said it at the start of the game in terms of key player and who I think will score first and who I think we can get the ball to. Lamine. So I'm going to stick with that. But I think we do need to deal with the defensive transitions. I really do.
I agree with that. Also, what Fermin just did, just take the shot whenever you get the opportunity. Maybe just avoid the extra pass today. Just test Gazzaniga. Test him.
In these conditions as well.
Yes.
It's slippery, it's wet in there, it's uncomfortable for goalkeepers, and they build out very nicely indeed. They've done that right throughout the game. We can see some of the players warming up on our screen. The ones that Mark, of course, mentioned a few moments ago. Flick is lighter on options than he has been in the past.
Well, a reminder, of course, Ferran out, Lewandowski out, Olmo out, Gavi out, Rafinha out, Joan and Ter Stegen out.
It's not a pleasant list to read off, is it? It really isn't. And we hope that changes very soon. We really do.
We really do hope so.
This is Pep.
Yeah.
We did indeed. Heading on Garcia now. So just needs to up the ante a little bit. Here they come with De Jong. Over a bump, but it's play on.
Predictable what De Jong wanted to do there. Play the quick pass out to Lamine Yamal, who now has the ball.
Nice from Koundé. Lamine now on the ball. Lamine, can he shoot? Lamine Yamal! Beaten away by Gazzaniga. It doesn't fall to Rashford, who was in close attention. That's better. Another shot from far out.
But see, that's not a confident save by Gazzaniga. He decides to punch it out rather than just catch it. So it's going to be a slippery ball as well. Keep doing that. Keep doing that.
And it was sort of floated towards him too. It wasn't like it came in with that much power to punch it. So you can definitely see the nerves within his ranks. This is Eric Garcia now. Fermin laid off to Casado. Nice ball to Pedri. The space is wide. Pedri doesn't need it. Out for a corner. Better from Barca. I like it.
Yeah. Barca getting things going at the start of this second half. We had the Lamine Yamal opportunity punched away by Gazzaniga, who went early, by the way, with the leap there. He was...
Yeah. He went too far almost.
Yeah.
He thought it steady himself.
It's going to kick Barca.
But when Lamine lines up, you're thinking it's going top corner, and he just launched himself over there. But in by Rashford on the corner. Shot to the back post for Kubarsi. And they want a handball, do Barca. I didn't get a good look at it, Robert. I'll take another look in a moment because here comes Girona themselves. And Balde will do well to stop that ball getting through because Van Aert's free in the middle. Or Porto even didn't get it in time, and Szczesny can come away with the ball. Barca still want a penalty.
Nah, nothing there.
They're not
nothing there, man. It went off of the... No.
It wasn't. It came off his knee. It wasn't a handball, so Barca won't be getting a penalty for that. Here comes Lamine Yamal once more. Pedri back to Lamine. Is this a moment? Oh, he couldn't quite get it through Daley Blind, who was a little back heel out the back, very coolly. Yeah. Bad giveaway though. And now Eric Rashford.
Hey, Balde. Touch.
Slipping away from us. I'll tell you what, we've got to be careful because the more we come forward, of course, it's getting stretched the game. It's getting open, and only 10 minutes into the second half, you get the feeling Girona won't mind that too much if it stays like this. Too much room, too easy. Pedri gets a
good defending.
clean boot in there. Nice to deny Witzel. Come on, Lamine. What have you got for us? Lamine Yamal. He's got De Jong inside. Fermin is wide left. Fermin Lopez. Come on, Fermin.
Felt like Rashford went a bit too early with the run there and denied Barca the opportunity to run. Lamine Yamal couldn't quite see the pass, but now here we go.
Pedri off to Lamine Yamal. He's got Pedri back inside. He uses him. Pedri, De Jong. It's all so intricate for Barca on the edge of the area once again. I just wonder whether they've got to let off a shot. Fermin. He's not scared of letting off shots. There you go, Fermin.
Aye!
Gazzaniga beats it away. De Jong kept it in.
I thought that went out. Anyway.
Well, referee's saying no, we're playing on De Jong. This is remarkable. And Gazzaniga cannot keep hold of the ball right now. Balde over. I mean, we're seeing it, aren't we, with the goalkeeper?
Exactly. No. That's what I was saying. Test him. Now, that low shot should have been gathered. It should have been caught. It slipped away from him. There could have been a second opportunity. Fermin is doing a fantastic job there in the first 10 minutes he's played in this second half.
It's quite a routine save for Gazzaniga. And it wasn't all out. Not all of the ball was out there. So De Jong decided to play on. Fair play to him. And so just going to find an option in the middle at the end.
Well, we're seeing the substitutes there. I want to ask, who would you like to see in the second half? Dro, Rooney, Bernal, anyone else?
Yeah, leave us your suggestions because there's plenty warming up there, but I mean, all young players.
Yeah, Araujo, Gerard Martin also there as well.
The three are naming there. I think what I'm looking at immediately is Rooney. I think when Rooney's come on, even in the game against Sevilla, where he makes big chances, he looks lively, he looks dangerous, he's making things happen.
My question is, if Rooney comes on, does that mean Lamine Yamal's coming off?
Yeah, exactly.
Which seems unlikely in a game like this, unless Lamine Yamal has a minutes restriction. Careful there with the cross, and it's tipping it down once again.
Yeah, it really is. And Szczesny punches clear. Now Koundé, nice boot from Koundé. This is Fermin. Look at the space that Rashford can run into. And he's a quick player too. Rashford, here he goes then.
Go Rashi.
Come on, Rashford, get your shots away maybe. Rashford still. Ball's getting stuck on his feet. That's going to be a free kick in a similar range to the one in the first half. Watch out here, Rashford. You'd imagine himself, he'll take it. Oh, bad tackle by Blind. He steps right down him, eh?
Yeah, it's almost clumsy by Daley Blind. like AMSMR when Mark shoots with the rain in the background, right? Fantastic in here.
That's something you've got to go to sleep to. More on that in a moment, because here's Rashford. Get it on target and test Casaniga is what I'd say. Over by Rashford, and it's over the crossbar. Frustrating. I was wondering, whether maybe he'd actually be better off drilling it there. With the rain, he's not going to catch it, and then all sorts of chaos breaks loose. And to not even test the goalkeeper, frustrating there, but Rashford went for the top corner. Couldn't quite pick it out. Just got it wrong. Yeah, it is.
Careful here, again.
De Jong. Lamine's wide. Lamine, Frenkie de Jong!
Oh! What did he try to do there?
Are we doing too much?
A bit.
In the area?
I think he couldn't quite decide whether to dink it into the oncoming run of Pedri or or to take the shot. Barca are going to make a double substitution here. Christensen's at the bench, and I can't quite see who's in the background. Is it Araujo?
I think I might well have seen Rooney getting ready there. Christensen definitely I saw.
Yeah, Christensen we saw. And
maybe it's Araujo too. That's a double change at centre back, obviously. And I get the feeling Rooney is also going to be coming on, and he may well come on as a left winger.
He may well come on with 2-1 because Lamine Yamal's attacking. It's a corner kick to Barca.
We've got decisions to make here, Flick. I'm just looking at the fact that we've got Cazador, Pedri, and De Jong in midfield. I get the feeling he's going to take one of those out for Rooney here and then push Fermin back. I know we haven't seen Rooney from the left yet, but in terms of attacking and keeping up the momentum, it could be the most sensible. In by Lamine, goalkeeper didn't get there. Surely now for Kubasi!
No, disallowed.
Oh my God, he's given a free kick.
Why?
Oh my God.
Okay, well, Mark, hang on. Let's see the replay. Let's see the replay. Let's see the replay.
Here we go.
Hang on. Let's see the replay. So Eric Garcia's at the far post. He goes in over Rincon, maybe leans on him a little bit, but is there enough there? I don't know.
No goal. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm a bit torn here. I think it's Hugo Rincon that gets underneath Eric Garcia more than Eric Garcia climbing onto Hugo Rincon, honestly.
It's soft. It is soft. But I think nowadays when they see the hands on around the neck, head area, they just give a foul. And they try and stop that, don't they, from a corner when you're trying to use someone to propel yourself up. It is cheap. In my opinion, that sort of contact is quite normal for a corner. Here, I didn't think so. Here comes Lamine, and the VAR team disagreed. That's frustrating because that would have been an amazing moment for Kubasi, who may well is going to be getting subbed off here, by the way. And Eric Garcia and
Okay.
Yep. We're not seeing on our screen that Porto's off. Sigankov.
Oh.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we'll have a wait and look in a moment now, Mark. Those are two really big calls from Hansi Flick, and you get the feeling that's him trying to protect his players ahead of what's a really important week for Barca. I'm sure those are changes he wouldn't have wanted to have to make, but he'll be looking at the bigger picture here too and thinking, we've got Olympiacos, we've got the Clásico, I've got so many injured players, and Pedri's got a lot of minutes in the legs this season, not just with Barca, but with the Spanish national team too recently, and Lamine Yamal, of course, just back from injury. You know, I suppose we couldn't expect him to play the full 90. You know, so Flick's had he's had to make big calls, and yeah, it looks like, Mark, that Eric Garcia's gone into midfield. So there you go. So Eric into midfield. Rooney will play from the right-hand side naturally, and Barca without on the pitch now. A lot of their biggest stars are really have to dig together here and try and dig out 3 points in a vital game, and how much we would have loved to have seen that Cubarsí goal stand. That's not a bad ball into the box, and it doesn't quite fall to the Barca player. Christensen controls. Now Fermín through to De Jong, back to Fermín, options in the middle. It's not going to find any of them, and it's tucked away from the path of Rooney.
Right, well, live chat. Do you like the substitutions? Do you not? Pedri and Lamine off. Rooney, Bardghji, Christensen on. That means that Eric Garcia is playing in midfield. I think the only positions that Eric has not played in is goalkeeper, striker, and left winger, maybe.
Yeah.
Careful here,
Rashford! Surely, oh my God. I mean, I thought I was it, Robert. I really did. I can't believe it's not gone in. Barca's starting to rack up chances now, and tell you what, it's usually Lamine who does these outside of the boot balls. Watch this from Rooney. Outside of the foot.
Beautiful.
Cross. And Rashford just got it wrong. He just got his finish wrong. He just hit off the wrong part of his foot. Didn't go in towards the goal. In the end, he sort of
wasn't able to turn the foot in, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Good chance for Barca there. Rooney making an impact.
It's better. I think you asked in the chat a minute ago. I think naturally when I see De Jong and Pedri and Lamine go off the pitch, of course, I'm not happy about it, but I understand it from Hansi
Good
Flick.
press now.
That's good play. This is Rashford.
Oh my God! Gazzaniga at the save.
I thought it was in as well, Robert. I thought it went through him. Getting happy. Come on. Here comes Rashford. In it goes. Gazzaniga punches away. Andreas Christensen tries to pluck it out the sky. That is on.
Feel it coming, Pablo.
I can feel a goal coming, Robert, too. We need it now. Couldn't direct it towards goal. Not for a goal kick. Girona will take that, in all truth, now. They'll just try and calm things down because well, they've had a difficult, tricky few minutes here. This was a chance. I actually think it was the right decision from Rashford to shoot. I know he had Rooney with him, but I'm not sure he would have been able to get it through to him. You see Flick just trying to encourage his team. Hansi Flick's got the coat on. Stuani's going to be coming on here for Girona. There's Juan Sodi's putting himself about immediately. Matt Casalot controls the ball. Gives it away though. It's been a while since we've seen a Girona attack, and Casalot wins it back once more. This is Andreas Christensen. Come on, Barca. Oh, bad giveaway, Koundé. Chance, shot away by Szczesny and just hammered clear by Koundé. And again, he's got that one slightly wrong, the French fullback.
I'll tell you something, Szczesny is having a good game as well.
He is, yeah.
Strong, firm save at the bottom there, down right.
Iman Fennell says nothing wrong with that. So here come Barca on the breakaway. This is Frenkie de Jong, strong running from him. Look at the run that Rooney's making in support. Big chance for Barca to make it two. It's Eric Garcia. It's Fermín López, and he's put it wide of the post. It's becoming agonising, Robert.
It is. It is absolutely becoming agonising. Oh dear.
I think he's right. There's nothing in there. He just collapsed. There wasn't a foul play on. It's a tricky one for Fermín to take, really. He never really had the angle on it from there, I feel, and he places it all the way past the far post. Here you go then, two more changes for Girona coming up. And too exciting. And still, I think it's Asprilla. Yeah, it is. Asprilla on. Who is an exciting player when I watch him. So he's on, Joel Roca's off, and Banat is off for Stuani. So attacking subs for Girona.
can smell it coming. Marc Vidal, who will score Barca's next goal? Will it be option 1 Rooney, option 2 Marcus Rashford, option 3 Fermin?
Well, here they come in. One of them, ball into the front post, away by Christensen. Well defending here. Stiwani wanted that play right on the back. Well recovered by Rincon. In comes the crossbar. Now Martinez. It goes over the top of the crossbar behind for a goal kick. I'm going to go for Rooney. I think this is Rooney's day, Robert. I really do, and I'm going to back him to get his first official Barca goal in this game. So I'm going for Rooney Bardghji on the score sheet. Let's get it.
I think it's Rooney with the assist to Rashford.
All three of us going for different options, though.
There you go. There you go. I mean, I can feel this is a Rashford afternoon. Rashford to the rescue, proving that he was the right decision as the summer signing today, now in the absence of Lamine Yamal, Rafinha and Lewandowski. Who gets Barca out of trouble? The player who was brought in to do so, Marcus Rashford.
Boy, does he have to step up now, the Englishman. Maybe he thought he wouldn't get as many minutes early on this season with, of course, Lewandowski, Ferran, Rafinha, Lamine, but I mean, he's been the only one of the four that hasn't got injured, so...
Touch wood.
Let's not get Rashford injured today, please.
Not get anyone injured.
Yes.
I mean,
we can't.
I don't know if you've heard, we have a big game next week.
Yes. Christensen now for Barcelona, nearly the clock, about to strike 70. Just over 20 minutes of normal time to go. And Barca need a goal here at home to Girona. They need to win this game. It's Balde to Casado. Flick is having to trust that all of his squad in these moments. He really is having to dig deep. As of now, Girona have managed to settle. They've been able to ride a wave of Barca chances in the last few moments. Here's Rooney.
Go Rooney.
What can he do? He's that sort of profile on the left-hand side. He likes to create danger. Rooney dropped off here to Kouassi, inside to Casado. Takes it well, Casado. Flick through. Rashford's in. Ooh. Oh, was that a hand off to the face? I think it might have been.
Are they going to look
been given here? That's it. Let's have a look.
It can't be a Rashford foul. Either it's nothing or...
To be fair, I'm not sure I see anything on Rashford unless I missed something there.
I think it's just nothing.
Nothing.
I think it's just nothing. Play on.
I thought in knife time Rashford had got the old elbow to the face, but I don't think he did actually.
No. I say fair play, keep going.
Rashford nearly in behind there. Referee wasn't having it, so we'll play on here with. Let's maybe tell us. Oof. Just there with his hand.
Oh, there is.
Is that not a foul?
There is clear contact. There is clear contact. I mean, what they're going to say is that Rashford was the first to put his hand on the opponent's shoulder, therefore it cancels everything out. Was there enough there for a foul? No, but
another frustrating moment for Barca though in that regard.
Clear and manifest.
Girona corner. Free at the back post is Sean Solis, who's ballooned that up into the air. It's going to fall here to Girona. It's a wonderful first touch and away by Kouassi to clear the danger.
Right, more players warming up, Marc. Okay. But we've got 2 windows left.
We've got 2 to go. Yep. There you go. Changes. More changes going to be made from Barca. Looks as though Martin is going to go on that.
How Girona with the ball, eh?
Yeah, they've managed to ride the spell. That's what I was saying. They've managed to cope with the pressure, and now they're I'll be thinking about maybe trying to get a few chances themselves. A bit positive for me in this second half, Robert, is we've managed to limit Girona at least.
We have.
That has been rectified in some capacity, which is really positive, and we'll take that. But we've had the chances ourselves on the other end. It's not that we've not created. It's just been frustrating. We haven't been able to get the goal yet, but there's still plenty of time left, and we always believe under Hansi Flick. Christensen fouled there by Stuani. Kouassi will quickly dish the ball back to the Dane, as Barca needs to get back on the way and get the ball rolling quickly. Rain has pretty much let up from what I can see. Yeah. Eric now turns nicely. Space wide is for Fermin. Can he get a good ball into the box? Who's waiting in Barca red and blue? Flicked on. Is there a chance for Rooney? It didn't quite come to him in the back post, and Girona gonna clear to safety. Nearly.
I'll tell you something, Fermin has definitely changed the game in the attacking side for Barca, coming in from the left, going into the middle, taking shots, creating, and very active in pressing as well. We can confirm that Gerard Martin is going to come on. Yeah, you can see him there. He's ready to enter the pitch on the sideline for Barca. Kouassi won that back, and it's going to be a yellow card for Stuani. Barca just want to get on with things now, though, won't they? They'll just want to play on it. Yeah, it very well could be, Vidal. Yeah, I think it might be.
I think it is the first yellow card, yeah. Yellow card for Stuani, yeah.
15 minutes to play here. Come on, Barca. There's a few off-the-field antics going on between Fermin and I think Arnau Martinez, which Barca don't really need right now. So battled it off then, straight swap at left back for Barca. Gerard Martin's on with some fresh legs. Can that give Barca a little something down the left-hand side? We'll have to wait and see. Come on, Barca, get something. I believe we can get a winner here in this game, I really do. That was a foul though, so I'm not going to get it here. I think it was Eric who was flying in on Witzel, whose goal right now is the only one Girona have scored miraculously.
Oh, it's, I mean, not the game that most would have been expecting coming off of the international break. These games are generally tough. The ones right before and the ones straight after.
Yeah.
Even more so if you take into account that Barca came back with no Olmo, no Ferran, no Lewandowski after that international break. So that limited Hansi Flick's options. But yeah, historically, Barca has struggled coming off of this this international break in October. We'll see. We'll see these final 15 minutes. What happens?
Going back from De Jong. Rashford was just looking for his options. Here comes Kouassi. I think the frustrating thing about the injuries as well, Robert, it was like we get Fermin and Lamine back and then we lose 3 more. And it's a 2 back, 3 out, which is frustrating. But here come Grana once more with Fermin. Wide is Gerard Martin. What's his cross like? It's been able to be cleared pretty comfortably in the end from a Girona perspective. And the switch was on for them. The switch was very poorly executed though, and Szczesny can get it back. Positive for Barca. It's all them. It's attack versus defence now, and they're pinning the home team in, the away team in, I should say. Here's Rooney. What can he produce for us? Rooney. Still the Swede. Delays, crosses. So many Girona bodies. Here he comes though, Rooney Bardghji. He's certainly threatening with Girona so far, managing to deal with him. Koundé. Goes up for a Girona throw-in, who are just counting on the clock, yet there's still plenty of time to go, but the more it goes on, the more confident they'll be, and yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Right, what does Barca need to do in the final minutes? Option 1, shoot, shoot, shoot. Option 2, more crosses into the box. Option 3, high press and recover. It's a combination of all those three, really.
I'm going to go more cross into the box. I just think when games get tight, you're in the last sort of 10-15 minutes, the more you deliver it in there. I know Barca don't really have the focal point down the middle so far this afternoon. Rashford is a tall player, he's not really an out-and-out number 9. But I think the more crosses, the better. You can have players running from deep, like De Jong, who can get in there. Eddie Garcia, even if he's playing in midfield, he arrives late into the box well. So I'm going to go for number 2, actually, Robert. I think more cross into the box.
I would add, and I think Marc Berau will agree, not get frustrated with what Girona is attempting to do now with Arnau Martinez. Not get frustrated with the interruptions in the game, with Girona trying to stop Barca's rhythm, stop them from getting going. Barca need to stay fully focused in these final minutes of the game.
Well, they are going to make a change. Lass is on in place of...
The Barca fans should be doing, getting the chat with Blue and Red Hearts. Blue and Red Hearts, support for Barca. Give us all the support in these final 10 minutes of the game.
Come on fans, get them in there, get the hearts in there, we need them now. 10 minutes ago, let's see the hearts, there they are.
There they are, already in.
Rooney, De Jong, Koundé, can he get a cross in? Yes he can! And it's headed away at the front post.
De Jong was there, eh?
Was waiting. Araujo's going to be the final change for Barca.
Casado doing a Gavi there with his head down on the ground.
But I'd love to see that. I missed that from we miss Gavi dearly. This is Gerard Martin back to Christensen. Get those hearts in there. Come on, Culers. Eddie Garcia. Wide now for Gerard Martin. What's your cross like? Corner. Come on.
I think that's why Araujo's being brought on as well. That Hansi Flick's thinking, okay, we're going to have chances. He's going to rush on right now. We've got a corner in our favour. Araujo's a threat there, and knowing that a lot of crosses are going to be put into the box, maybe in dead ball situations, Araujo is an extra weapon. So it's, yep.
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's.
Yeah. Does that mean maybe Christensen moves into midfield?
Yeah. I'd say so.
Okay, well,
cool. And also, yeah, Koundé, as he said. Cornering by Rashford, flicked on by Fermin. Needed a better call than that, didn't we? But now De Jong's got the ball. Well, I'll tell you what, with 4 centre-backs on, what you would say is corners have got to be a good route to goal here, because we're going to have the height, surely, on Girona, and we're going to have the players who are ready to throw their heads in there and get something on this. That's a lovely switch to Rooney here. Come on, Rooney. This is your moment. There's the cross. Rashford, it was overhit on Rooney, and it's going to go up for a goal kick. Straight in for that, so come on. And I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it will. Does Araujo stay up there?
No, I mean, might well stay up there. But yeah, it's a tough one. You don't want Barca to get too hasty. You don't want Barca to get to rush things too much right now.
No.
Stick to the plan. Keep going.
We've got to keep things calm. We certainly do, but of course Barcelona, they need the goal here.
Strange game this one's been.
It has been, absolutely, yeah. Barca managed to call Girona's attacking down in the second half. That was like a foul. It's going to be given now in the second attack.
The other issue here is how do you chase the goal? Because if you commit too many bodies forward, Girona are going to hit you on the counter attack. You don't want what happened against Sevilla to happen.
No, you absolutely don't. Barca conceded too many late goals in that one and ended up getting away from them. So, and that's it's not like Girona haven't shown that they can go forward. I mean, boy, have they done that in the first half. They exploited the space really well. Not so much in the second, but if Barca start committing bodies forward, they might just think maybe we've got a chance here. Well, here they come again, the away team. So Yankov over to Witzel, who's been excellent in midfield. To be wary in the middle. They've got bodies up into the box, have Girona. So Yankov is coming inside now. Witzel. Spria.
Girona know how to move the ball around. That's their identity, really. I mean, it's not in their nature to sit back and wait for Barca. They're going to be proactive if they're allowed to.
Yeah, you can see that immediately. I mean, when they've got the ball, they've got the quality, Girona, and they're certainly causing Barca issues every time they've had it, really. So this just one of the first in the second half, and now, as you can imagine, they're taking their time over dead ball situations, and why wouldn't they? With their league position, how well they've played, this will be a very positive result for them today.
Very valuable for them.
Yellow card there to a Girona player. It's going to be the second of the day. This is Christensen now.
That's Moreno.
Come on, Frankie. Newly renewed. Frankie de Jong over to Eric. Araujo's playing up front with Rashford right now. This is remarkable. Rooney back to Eric.
In desperate times, desperate measures.
Christensen get across in the box. Surely it's got to be the idea from Hansi Flick. Jean Martin. Corner.
Flying in there.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, I remember a good few years ago, Robert, we used to throw Araujo on late up front in games in quite a few occasions.
I remember an equalizer against Granada.
Yes, after God knows how many crosses.
Yes.
We need a good cross here from Rashford. In by the Englishman.
Now he catches it.
Ah. Very frustrating afternoon so far for Barca. 85 minutes played. Yep.
We've seen it put into practice this season. Not that much. I think it's one of those things that you see in match day 1 and 2 and then everyone forgets about it.
Barca have won it back. Araujo's playing as a left winger, which is quite unbelievable. Here comes Araujo.
We've seen it happen though. What was it? The
Oviedo, I think.
Oviedo or Real Sociedad?
Yes, also, yeah.
It was the Eric Garcia goal, wasn't it?
Well, that's Oviedo. I remember him from Oviedo.
Okay, yeah, it's Oviedo. Goes off of the post.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Eric equaliser in that game, Araujo was at left wing. I feel like he was at left wing for another member in that game too. Let's be careful here because Girona themselves are in here. Sigankov away by Kubarsi. Everyone's slipping and sliding around the pitch, but I just need the ball under control here.
The body language is not great right now.
No.
There's a bit of frustration between Eric Garcia and Araujo. Not quite clear who was going to go for the ball. We don't need frustration right now.
Over to us. Offside. Come on, get the ball, come on.
Come on, Barca.
We need this. And they're going to get it back in play quickly. Yeah.
Low energy, yeah. Give us some fire, live chat. Give us some light a fire. Give us some fire emojis.
Come on.
Yeah. Give more fire. Light a fire underneath Barca. Get us going. Give us some heat.
Rooney. Koundé now back to over to Christensen. Just wondering, Robert, when Barca are going to be able to get the ball wide and get a cross in to test Araujo down the middle. So far, he's not really has something to go on the end of. Maybe now from Rashford. There's Araujo. He's up there, but it's
a bit too desperate. That it's a cross coming in from too far away.
Yeah, it's nothing you can do anything with from there. Yeah. It's got to be something to attack in the middle. Well, Flick will be wondering, well, where does he go from here with changing the team around? He's tried almost everything today in terms of personnel and positions, and he's tried to fit square pegs into round holes, I think, often.
Careful here.
Sigankov comes away with the ball. Martin telling Christensen to force him wide. Should be Szczesny's ball, it will be. And Barca can go again. Come on.
It all looks a bit disorganised at the moment.
Yeah. I think that comes from those players in all sorts of positions as well.
True.
You've got Araujo up front, even Fermin on the left, Eric Garcia's in midfield.
You're missing your organiser in Pedri. Frankie de Jong is having to play more as an attacking midfielder than as the holding presence in that midfield. There's no Fermin now with a desperate tackle, which was unnecessary.
Yeah, it's all got very desperate and very messy.
Yeah.
Very unorganised from Barca. And there was a moment in the second half when we were starting to play organised football. We were getting chances, we were getting balls in the box. Sort of around where we had the disallowed goal actually from Kubarsi, and just after that period as well. But it's sort of crept away from us really.
Playing more with the heart than with our heads right now, which is not typical of this Hansi Flick team or what we saw from them last season. The body language on the bench is not great either. A lot of sad faces really. I mean, let's see here what we can do.
Araujo's managed to shuffle that over to Rooney. He'll now be trying to run back on him, and here he is, Araujo. This is remarkable, really, what we're watching here. But on Araujo, pullback is not a bad one either, my God. They nearly found Fermin. It's going to find Rooney here. Rooney Bardghji, Eric Garcia. Wide now for Rashford, overlaps from Gerard Martin. Rashford doesn't use him. Still, Marcus Rashford. Can he get his shot away? Yes, he can, through a crowd of players. And Girona get it clear. Well, Araujo, we'll probably want him to get on the end of crosses, but he's just taken someone on and produced a pretty good pullback too.
It was fantastic. I mean, Frankie de Jong almost got to that one. Come on, Barca. Few seconds remaining. How much added time are we getting in this one?
We need a good amount of it. We really do. You can feel the crowd just lifting themselves. Come on. Eric. Wide is Gerard Martin. Back now to Eric. Frankie de Jong, he's just waiting for us to move it in the box. Got to get it wide, I think. Here we go. Gerard Martin. Now's a chance for the cross. In it goes. Araujo's up there. Wonderful defending. Gazzaniga doesn't come though. He surely will now. He's still staying put in his goal. De Jong was up there.
Final seconds.
Yeah.
Till we get to him.
Wow.
Does he ever not send anyone off?
I mean, that's what I saw.
A double yellow?
For me, it just
unnecessary. Unnecessary from Gil Manzano's perspective. Just stay cool. It's normal that a coach is going to be frustrated.
Do you know what I mean? Well, watch out here, because Barca could be in. It's Rashford who tries to get in. Are you not allowed to complain anymore? It's a classic, isn't it? And the manager says, "Oh, I'm not having that." And if you want, you book him.
Yeah.
To then send him off immediately, I mean.
Well, tough afternoon here for Barca. I mean, come on, there's some time left.
Not going their way, that's for sure. There is still time left. Apart from all of that, we've just got to focus on the football here and try and get a goal.
Yeah.
Hansi Flick's being explained to him that there was 2 yellow cards. Yeah.
Come on, Barca.
Koundé. Rooney, he's thinking about a shot, he thinks better of it. De Jong, Rashford, Rooney couldn't get on the end of it. Eric Garcia's won it back hard at the pitch. He's still fighting in there for Barca. Vital intervention. This is De Jong. It's all so scrappy in there.
It is.
And Girona get it clear. Barca are struggling to put a few passes together. Come on, there's time here. Koundé. Kubarsi. All the way wide here for Rooney. There's the run from De Jong. Who's in the middle? Can Barca get it in? Araujo!
lead gives Barca the win.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We've done it. We have done it.
There you go. The fire was ignited. And who did it? It was Gil Manzano with a sending off.
Araujo, the striker, scores for Barcelona. Who have surely beaten Girona.
There you go. Fantastic. See, you need to do, like when you're not getting to it with the head, with the system, go for it with the heart, and that's what Barca did.
Oh my God, I can't believe we've done it, Robin. It's Araujo of all people. This, I mean, if there was...
What? Oh, okay. Okay, wait a minute, Mario. Don't
He's just
make us confused.
He's just scared me so much.
No. Okay, well, Araujo must have seen the yellow card because he took his jersey off. Hey, it's a brilliant setup, Pablo.
It was a brilliant setup. It was Frankie de Jong, am I right, Robin?
It was Frankie de Jong,
in the chaos of it all.
Through ball to Frankie.
Yeah, and he got that, and the little turn finish at the front post from Araujo, I must say, and the celebration from the Barca players. And Bravo just sent my heart outside of my head. I thought he just said he disallowed it, and that just scared the living life out of me. But Barca have taken the lead here. They do lead Girona by 2 goals to 1, and now there will surely be seconds left. Araujo scored away to Oviedo. He scores again here.
That was a header. Today it was fantastic. Yeah.
Vamos! Rafinha's come onto the pitch and he's absolutely lost it, but Barca have won all 3 points in La Liga. They've beaten Girona by 2 goals to 1 in the most dramatic of circumstances. It's Araujo off the bench who steered in from close range with practically the last kick. It looked as if it wouldn't be Barca's day, but who else but the Uruguayan off the bench in one of surely the most dramatic moments of the season to take all 3 points for Barca. They'll win the Catalan derby. For now, they'll go top of La Liga. An incredibly difficult game, but Barca have done it.